Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing live swatches of the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette. I've had so many requests for this. I know it's already been out, but you guys are still asking for it. So that really excites me because I've been dying to live swatch it myself. Like, even if you guys did not want this in a video, I would have done it for myself and just never shown it because I love this. And it's kind of cool that it's already out. So as you guys are watching this, if you wanted to pick it up, you could, whatever. So this is the palette here. Isn't she a beauty? Look at all that sparkle. I will say, I am much more drawn to this in person than I was with any images that I saw online. So I'm really excited to try it. Today's video is sponsored by Ollie, my favorite teeth whitening set. You guys know I love these so much. I actually bought these myself a year ago. They're what I used to whiten my teeth before my wedding, and I love them to this day, specifically because my teeth are ultra sensitive. I can't even use the whitening strips that are sold at Target or the drugstores. All of those more popular sets. My teeth are still a little too sensitive for those. Ollie is the first one that I've never had intense sensitivity with. I originally found these on like a Reddit recommendation page for teeth whitening, and they really are fantastic. I'm always so honored when they sponsor my videos because like I truly love them. I just got my fresh set in. This is what the packaging looks like when it arrives. It is a subscription that you will get year round to keep your teeth super white. And I will say you guys always do comment on how white my teeth are, and this is really what I do. They're super small, super slender, super discreet. You can throw it in an overnight bag if you're going on a trip. They're actually half the price of most of the leading brand teeth whitening sets out there. There's no messy trays or like gels or gunk or blue lights and all of that madness. And this is what they actually come in. They're individually wrapped for your convenience. You can take them with you. It has your upper and your lower teeth whitening little strips in here. I'll open it. And this is what they look like. You just wrap these right around your teeth. Again, they are designed for those who are ultra sensitive. It's the main reason why I love them because my teeth are so sensitive, and they're actually still effective even though they're for more sensitive teeth. They're just awesome. Like I said, they're super affordable. They're subscriptions, so they're sent right to your house. You don't have to worry about picking them up, and you'll have white teeth all year round. They're good for on the go or just keeping at home. So if you guys want to check out Ollie, I will link them down below. You guys can use my coupon code SHAEXO for 20% off of your subscription. So you're getting a discount already on top of their amazing prices. So that's super duper awesome. Thank you, Ollie, for sponsoring my video. And now let's get on with my eye swatches. Okay, are you guys ready to get into these eye swatches? I am dying! So if you're new to my live swatches or eye swatches, whatever you want to call them, I swatch every individual eyeshadow on my eyes. To make things easier on myself, because there are a lot of shimmers and mattes in this palette, we're going to do shimmers on one eyelid and keep the mattes on the other, just because sometimes you know how those little shimmer bits love to kind of linger around. I don't want the matte shadows looking shimmery. It doesn't matter, whatever. So let's go ahead and get started. The first shade we have here is Cosmic, and this is a shimmer. You guys know I like to use my cream color E58 brush from Sigma for the shimmery shadows. And I am using a dry brush first because I like to see how it applies just on its own without any help from any water or anything like that. Is this a powdered shadow or is this more creamy? Oh, this is more like a creamy texture, like kind of Super Shock shadowy. So actually, let's go in with our fingers. Yeah, that's giving us the impact I think it's meaning to have. I kind of really like how brands, I think after ColourPop, are really kind of embracing this new and interesting kind of creamy Super Shock type of texture. I mean, they're just so easy to use and you get high impact without needing water and, you know, things like that, a damp brush. So there is Cosmic all on its own, applied dry. I'm going to dampen my finger just a little bit with a little bit of setting spray to see if it gets a little more metallic-y, but there it is applied dry. Now with a little bit of shadow on my finger, I'm just going to spray just a hint of setting spray. That definitely gives it a lot more of a metallic effect. But you know what? I don't think it like really zhuzhed it up a ton. I think it looks pretty similar to how we first applied it. I think to really get this one to pop, you would maybe want to put this on top of like a white base or like a lot of concealer or something like that to really get it to va-va-voom. I mean, it is pretty, but it's a little more light and it's more toned down than I was expecting it to be. So there is the shade Cosmic. The next shade we're swatching is Utopia. And Utopia is a matte shadow. Oh, this is pretty. It's a really subtle peach. Kind of like a pinky peach sort of color. Oh, it's kind of doing that thing that we've been seeing a lot of matte shadows do lately where it kind of gets a little darker around the edges. I'm not quite sure to this day why that's happening. You guys know like how I do my eyelids for these live swatches is I place a little bit of concealer on the eyelids and then I set it with setting powder. So there shouldn't be any type of like moisture on the ends that are like deepening the shadows or anything. Let me see if I can just go ahead and blend that out. I've seen it worse in other palettes, and actually now that I'm kind of blending it, I think it's kind of going away a little bit, but I don't know. It's something that we've seen matte shadows do a lot more recently than I feel like ever in the past. I don't know what it's about. Because like I said, I really make sure that my eyelids are super dry with setting powder just so nothing kind of like taints it. It's not that noticeable though. It's really not. I actually really like this color. It's vibrant, but I like that it's still really pastel. I think it's a gorgeous shade. So here is the color Utopia. The next shade is Ultraviolet, going in with my E58 Sigma brush again. Oh, you know what? The brush is like not really picking it up very much. I think these are all going to be like finger shimmers. Oh my goodness. Violet, you're turning violet. That's what this color makes me think of. It is so bold. It's just like, like spacey. It's the perfect purple for this palette. You guys know I say I don't really love purples. I really like this purple. I do. Yeah, it just looks super spacey. It's kind of purple, kind of blueberry. It's got little pink shimmers in it. It's really cute. Let me wet my finger and see if that does anything. I'm thinking for most of these, you're not going to need to wet the shadow, but just to give it a go. Oh, that definitely made it bolder. Wow, it's so rich. It is so beautiful. Oh my goodness. I am really excited by this palette so far, you guys. It's gorgeous. It's purple. It's a little blue. It's just spacey. That's the only way I can describe it. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. So there is the shade Ultraviolet. The next shade is one of the shades I've been most excited to get into. This one is called Nebula. I'm gonna go ahead and just use our finger for this because I think we've learned that's the best way to apply these. I mean, are you kidding me? Look at this. Oh! Oh my god! She's so beautiful! You guys, I am too hype over this palette. This palette is refreshing to me. It really is. I feel like we've all just been so sick of palettes lately. Oh my gosh. This one though, for me, so far, it's a standout. I don't know personally, and I'm sure someone might correct me and list a few that it's very similar to, but I personally just like off the top of my head can't think of a palette that this one is super close to. I think it's unique. I mean, we have purples, teals, peaches, blues. It's shimmery and it looks wet, yet it's a little gritty. It is just super awesome. So there is the shade Nebula. The next shade we're swatching is Mercury. I'm sorry my nails aren't done, by the way. I'm just trying to like give them a break. I'm like tired. I'm tired of false nails. I'm tired of false eyelashes. I'm tired of contour. I'm tired. I'm taking a break from some beauty things. Oh, whoa. This is amazing. Oh my goodness gracious. By the beard of Zeus. Is this not just fantastic? This palette is amazing. I know it came out in 2019, but we are starting 2020 off with a bang, people. I'm really hoping the whole palette doesn't go dull just from this row. That is the one thing I'm concerned with because all of these shades have been so fantastic, but when I look at the other rows, it looks like they're a little more toned down, but I'm hoping we still find some magic in those. I mean, what can I even say? There is Mercury. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is so bright and colorful, yet it's deeper and a little sultry. It's blue and teal, yet it has a little bit of a purpley duochrome effect to it depending on where the light hits it. It's breathtaking, you guys. I am so pleased. And the last shadow in that row is called Haze. I'm taking this with the Sigma E55 brush. Ooh, that's pretty. Really nice aqua teal color. Very vibrant. I'm hoping, oh my gosh, it's like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's almost like neon. I did not expect it to be so vibrant. I really did not. Oh my goodness gracious. I am so excited about this eyeshadow palette, you guys. It feels like it's been so long since I've been like, oh my god, over an eyeshadow palette. Like, it's not easy to wow us these days when we have so many options out there. But this is a serious wow moment. I am just beyond pleased right now. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure I even have the words to describe how much I love this color. So here's the shade Haze. It's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love it. All right, jumping down to the second row, the first shade we have is Off Balance. This again is my trusty E55 Sigma brush. And isn't this pretty? A nice mauvey rose. And it is a matte formula, which I love. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling so inspired by this palette. Oh, I want to do so many looks with this. I love this. I love that it's not too rosy because we're seeing a lot of rosy tones. It's just more popular than not. But this one has more of a blue tone base to it, a true blue tone base without getting too purpley, too just, it's just different. I don't know how else to explain it. It's just different and I love it and I'm really excited about it. So there is the shade Off Balance. So next we have another shimmer. This one is called Galaxy. Ooh, I love this one. I mean, we haven't even tried it yet, but I love it on my finger. Oh my goodness. It is rosy champagne-y goodness, you guys. And these shadows are so soft. You can't even really apply too much pressure with your finger into the palette or you will just crush it. They are so delicate and so beautiful. I'm so mad it took me so long to get this palette. Well, I'm normally on Huda Beauty's PR list, but I think I just got the boot. So when this came out, I didn't purchase it because I figured it was on its way, but I think I got the boot, which is okay. I don't mind buying makeup that I love. So don't feel the need to go and attack Huda Beauty or anything. It's okay. Like I said, I'm just as fine purchasing it. Look at that. It's nothing we haven't seen before. It's not super like, oh my God, you know, a new and inventive type of color, but I can't deny the fact that I love colors like this. It's elegant, it's beautiful, yet it's youthful because it does have some rosy in there and it has more pigment than a lot of these shades tend to do in other palettes. A lot of these kind of softy, pinky, champagne-y colors. So that is the shade Galaxy. The next shade we have is Libra. This is a matte shadow. Oh, I got way too much on my brush. These shadows are so soft, you guys, I'm telling you. You really don't need much at all. Oh, wow. Again, it's so much more vibrant than it looks in the palette. I love this lavender because it's not just lavender. Like there's definitely a punch to it. Oh my goodness gracious. I have not been so excited by a palette in so long. I know I sound like a broken record, you guys. I'm so sorry, but wow. Look at that. Without primer, without a really thick base or anything. And it's hard to get lavender sometimes or, you know, kind of more pastel-y shades like this to really show up without a good base. And this was essentially a dry eyelid, a dry brush. Obviously, it's a matte shadow, but my goodness, it is so, so stunning. I am beyond thrilled with this palette. We could have a lot of fun with this shade. So again, this is the shade Libra. I don't have much else to say about it other than the fact that it's gorgeous. The next shade we're swatching is Crash, and this is a matte. Oh, this is so pretty. It's almost the exact color of my bridesmaids' dresses. Kind of like a dusty mauve shade. It is so gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. I can't help but love it. It's a little like reminiscent to actually Crash and Off Balance together are like my bridesmaids' dress color. But anyway, I think that's why I'm a little sentimental towards it, but it's beautiful. It is my favorite type of color. So there is the shade Crash. Next we have the shade Momentum, and this is just a matte creamy shade, which I'm always so grateful for in palettes, because I feel like sometimes you get a palette and it's full of color and beauty. Sometimes it lacks the necessities, like something bright enough for a highlight or just to blend things out, or you know what I'm saying? So this one has a very, very peachy tone to it. Super duper peachy. And again, looking at it in the palette, it looks like just a normal cream color. So I hate to toot my own horn here, but this is exactly why we do live swatches, because sometimes it just looks different. I mean, you probably won't be able to tell on camera, but it looks a lot creamier than it does on the actual eyelid. It's actually really, really peachy, but I love that. It's gonna work so well with a lot of these colors and great to blend out or use as a highlight or as an inner corner brightener. So yeah, there's the shade Momentum. And the very last shade in this row is Supermoon. This one I am super nervous about. I hate like frosty white shadows. So I'm hoping this one has something a little more to offer than just being a frosty white. It has a bit of like an opal hue to it, or like an opalescent, or what do they call it? Kind of some pink, kind of some teal, but nothing you actually really, really see once you get it on the eyes. Yeah, this is definitely my like, ugh, of the palette. I don't like this one. But it's not to say you couldn't do some cool things with it, like say you had like Nebula all over the lid and then you had a pop of Supermoon on the inner corner. So it can definitely be useful. It's just not my favorite. So there is the shade Supermoon. Okay guys, so we're officially on to the bottom row. Now, the next shade is this one here, Vortex. It's super deep and it looks very pigmented. Actually, both these mattes do. I want to save these till the end if that's okay, because they tend to stain the lid and fall everywhere and it gets really gross. So I think for now we're just going to hop to this matte one, then we'll work our way backwards, and then we'll get into the last few shimmery glimmery ones, which I'm really excited about. So going a little out of order here now. So this shade here is called Karma. By the way, you guys, are you noticing a difference in my camera quality? I hope so. I got a new camera and I'm hoping it's going to make a difference for my live swatching videos. So let me know if you notice anything. And now let's go ahead and pop this on. Oh, she's a beauty. This is a super dusty peach. but yet still rich. I think I'm going to do a like 4 looks, 1 palette type of video with this palette because everywhere I look, I am just so inspired. I am so excited by this eyeshadow palette. I just, obviously, I mean, I think you guys get the picture by now. So let me know if you'd be interested in that. I'm probably going to do it either way because I'm interested in it. I really want to play around with all these colors and like actually do some looks. There is the shade Karma, and go figure, it's gorgeous. Next up, we're going into the shade Hot Mess because again, going out of order. Ooh, pretty, pretty. It's a burgundy, but it has some plum in there or some type of, I don't freaking know. I suck at color descriptions. All I know is that's pretty or nah. So, you know, call it what you will, but I like it. It's nothing super unique, but it doesn't make it any less gorgeous. Nicely pigmented and super, super matte. Oh, I just want to play with it already. I'm like, let's stop live swatching, please. I just want to play. It is so rich, you guys. It is just vibrant. And I mean, have I told you I like this palette yet? Because if I haven't, I really like this freaking palette. There is the shade Hot Mess. Beautiful. Okay, you guys, last of the mattes, and then we'll finish off with the, oh, I just threw my brush. Last of the mattes, and then we will be on to the shimmery glimmery. So this shade is called Vortex. Ooh, super deep, super eggplanty. You know my golden rule, like for there to be a complete palette that works for me, there needs to be a light cream for the brow or for, you know, whatever. And there needs to be a black, but this will suffice. It doesn't always have to be a black, but just I need something for the smoke show that I love so much. I need to smoke it out. And this goes perfectly with everything in this palette. It's a little dry. I will say this is probably the driest shadow in the entire palette so far. However, just with a little more like delicate working and a little more packing on the color, you are able to build it up really, really nicely. I think it takes a little bit longer than the other mattes. Super, super great. And imagine if you started, like if you wanted something this smoky, imagine starting out with like a black base or something. You'd never even notice. It would be perfect. So there is the shade Vortex. It is deep, it is eggplanty, and I freaking love it. All right, we're on to the last 3 shimmery shadows. This one here is called Supernova. We see these fairly often. It's kind of got that cranberry hue with a kind of golden flip to it. These aren't my absolute favorite because I feel like they almost always just end up looking cranberry-ish. When you swatch it, like on your finger or like on your arm, it looks cool and it shifts. But for some reason, like once you get it onto the eye, I don't think it flips quite as much. I kind of see it. I don't know. I almost wish they didn't put this in here because I feel like it's kind of like the expected shade in a Mercury Retrograde palette like this. It's a little expected, you know what I mean? It's not ugly by any means, but like I could do without it. So there is the shade Supernova. Next up, we have the shade Gold Glitch. Do you know what I like about this palette? There are some really unique, fun colors to it. More so fun than I would say super unique, but kind of unique. And I love the color concept of the whole thing. But I like that you could have fun with it. You could get a little wild and try some new things, or you could just do a super glam look. Like this is absolutely beautiful. And you would never know it came out of a palette that had like blues and greens and teals and aquas and you know what I mean? Because this is just like super fancy. I love a good gold foiled effect. Oh, she's cute. I like it. It's not super unique, but I don't think every color has to be like, whoa, so unique in a palette, because you want something that's going to make sense and something that you're going to be able to use. And this is just gorgeous. You can't go wrong with a good gold on the eyes. So there is the shade Gold Glitch. And the very last shade is Frazzled. And this one kind of has me really interested. If you don't mind, I'm just going to go ahead and do it on this eye since we are at the end. Oh my God, I love it. This is just, I don't even have words. Wow, it is so unique, you guys. It's kind of like a rusty color, but there's this kind of limey, dingy green reflect in it. It is so freaking cool. This is like what I always tell you guys I love. It is a dingy, grimy, kind of weirdly gross color, but it makes it so freaking amazing. Oh my God, I just want it all over the lid. And the fact that you can just throw this on with your finger really quickly and then like do some mascara, put on falsies if you're feeling it, and like you have the most glam eye in the world. People will be going nuts over this if you wear it. It is so unique. It is literally nothing I have ever seen before. Not even from ColourPop. Oh my God, you guys. It is so freaking beautiful. This is the best color. Like, we literally saved the best for last. This is the best color in the entire palette. Like, I would buy this just for Frazzled. What an astounding color. I can't get over it. This just blew my skirt up. You have no idea. By the Beard of Zeus, this is the most amazing eyeshadow ever. It has me so excited! I am like legit filming my 4 looks tonight. I have to. I can't. It's really late. But first thing tomorrow, because I need to use this in a look. It is so beautiful. You guys, what can I even say right now? Like, I am blown away by this palette so far, and I know it came out in 2019, but still, so far in 2020, this is the best palette I've tried. Is this limited edition? Please tell me it's not. If it's limited edition, I'm not even kidding you, I will buy 3 more right now. This is something I'm going to need for the rest of my life. Specifically Frazzled, I wish I could buy this individually because I would want 1,000 of them. It's a beauty. She is a beauty. HUDA, in my opinion, this is your best work yet. This is the best thing since sliced bread, I'm telling you. I just can't say enough good things about it. I can't wait to do looks with it. Be sure to drop me a little hello and follow me on Instagram at thatgirlSHAEXO. One of my New Year's it's not really resolution, but one of the new things I'm doing in 2020 is I'm going to be doing a lot more Instagram exclusive content. So I'll be doing more looks on IGTV and more videos over there as well. So be sure to follow me so you guys can see those exclusive looks and exclusive videos that I will only have on Instagram. They will not ever be on YouTube. So you're gonna have to follow me there if you want to see them. Anyways, I love you guys. Thank you for watching today, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.